Hey, you guys, and welcome back to My Messy Life. I'm Heather P. Where perfection, it's boring. Get messy. Life is messy. Let's get messy. All right, you guys. So how are you enjoying my episodes? Episode 8, that's something. Wow, we're having a windstorm, you guys. See if I can show it to you. See, I need to put my umbrella down. You guys should go to YouTube and check it out. Just saying. Okay, so this is not episode 9. I just wanted to have a little side fun time with you guys. Just see how my friends are doing. I know the people on TikTok and Instagram, except one. I don't know if you're listening, but thank you. She's someone that I actually was friends with back in junior high. And every time I see Cutting Edge and hear Toe Pick, I will think of you. So thank you for following, and I hope you're doing good. And we've got some great stories, so if you ever want to come on, calling you out, come on. It would be fun. Okay, so how are you guys? How's everyone doing? Anyone out there listening in listening land? Okay. So my last few episodes have been nothing but health, health, and health. And I am so thankful I am where I am today. It's been rough. There's a lot in between that happened, that I didn't put in there because there's so much. Like I said, I'm just giving cliff notes. Like in the last episode, in case you have questions, let me know. So the smoking. I started smoking when I was 12. My mom was buying me cigarettes, Camel Light 99s. Those are my things. Why did I do it? It was the 90s. I was Gen X and I wanted to be grown up. I wanted to be like everybody else. And it looked cool. I thought it was cool. I quit smoking before my pregnancies. I quit smoking actually in 02, 03. I can't remember. I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, I remember the day. I remember the year. Okay. Quit smoking around 02. I think, yeah. And it was close to 03, but it was 02. And I stopped for up until my daughter was like 7. And no, she's never seen it. No, I tell her, we're open dialogue here. I tell her if you never start, you never have to quit. And, if you always say, well, I can just do one. No, you can't. You're not Superman. You're not different than anyone else. You're human. And these are all things you need to take into consideration. Plus, she does have some health issues, like I said. She doesn't want me to talk too much about it, but she does have a heart issue. And that is something that took me 17 years to finally find out. Her pediatrician always said blood sugar. I didn't agree. Went to a few others. It was a thing, you guys. She doesn't want me to talk too much about it, so I'm going to stop there. Out of respect to her, but I'm not a huge fan. You got to remember, doctors are human. Doctors are people. And they have a book. Y'all hear me talk about this book. Oh my God, how many times I've heard them say, well, it's not in the book. You're not really in the book. I've never seen that in the book. Do you have another book? I'm just curious. Is this the only book? And do we only do things in the book? Somebody needs to write a new book, you guys. I don't know. There's doctors out there listening. You need a new book because your book sucks. Your book, yeah, I know. I'm probably like 1 out of 100,000, blah, 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 blah. I should buy a lottery ticket. I have. We have to drive hours away to get lottery tickets, which is ridiculous. Because all the Utahns already passed it, like I said before. It was the governor, our daddy, that told us, no, we're bad at math. I'm like, does he know that I'm bad at math? Was he like, Heather P wants this? She's bad at math. Yeah. You know what we do, us Utahns? We rip. Do you guys know what ripping is? Okay, Pokemon cards. We rip them open. You buy a whole crap load and you rip. Yeah, I'm not into the Pokies. I'm into the baseball and football from Tops because I got a 1 of 1 Ken Griffey Jr. Yeah. I'm waiting. It's at PSA. I'll let you guys know what it goes for because I'm selling that sucker. And I got an Otani 1 of 1 autographed. I'm still waiting for the redemption card from Topps. It's been 4 months. It will arrive one day. I'm so stoked. So if you guys are into that, let me know because they will be auctioned soon. Plus, I've got some on eBay. So come on. I probably got what you're looking for. Anywho, that's what us Utahns do. It's really funny because, I mean, it's addicting. It's close to gambling as you're going to get in Utah. And you can kind of get away with it with any religion. So it works. It really does. And what do I mean by like conservative Utah? It's just a joke. I am conservative. I try not to take the Lord's name in vain because out of respect to a lot of people, they don't like it. It's rude. Yeah, I try to be respectful. I try to have manners, but I've noticed people take manners like wrong, like I'm flirting. I'm like, no, I was just raised right. I've just noticed people these days, they don't have many manners. It's like, gimme, gimme, gimme. I deserve. I want. There's no please. There's no thank you. There's no may I. It's just like, now I'm waiting. Anywho, what do y'all think? Is there anyone out there thinking the same as me? Or are you like, Heather, you crazy? Yes, we know. We all know. Okay, so back to episode. See, I'm squirreling. Back to the episode. Now, in between going to ID, which I thought would save me, what was it? I was getting an MRI to make sure, like my eye, it didn't go into my eye because of the eye infections. Yes, I am, and I have been getting MRIs just to be sure. Crazy side note, the MRI looks exactly the same as it has. My blood, pretty much good. Sometimes it's a little high on the white blood cells, but nothing major. No, nothing that's like screaming infection. So, and I am seeing my new PCP, the woman doctor who I cannot rave about enough. And she's keeping a close eye on me. She is making sure, the augmentin's working. She's listening to me, but she's like, go to ID thinking the same thing. ID is going to fix you, and then ID didn't. And of course I went back to see her and she was like, no, that's no. And I was, she knows everything that's going on during this time. I want to make that clear. She is ordering MRIs to make sure it didn't spread into my eye. Okay. She's on top of it and she's amazing. So like I said, if you want a doctor in Salt Lake City, Utah, she is up at the U, let me know. She's freaking amazing. I'm telling you. People just aren't like this anymore, So she's a 1 in a million. I'm telling you. Anyway. Okay. So that is to clarify, that up. Also with the non-smoking. Yes, I did quit smoking. Excuse me. These allergies with this wind. I'm telling you. Okay. So I did quit smoking. And funny as this is, I went on a cruise with my mom when my little girl was like 1, 2. She was, maybe 2 or 3. And my mom took us on one. It was amazing. And we came back and we were in Puerto Rico. And we got stuck there because of a snowstorm. So we were stuck there for like a week, which was fun to a point. I mean, being stuck somewhere and then kind of like broke at the time isn't all that great. But we had a good time. We made it work. Anyway, I got pneumonia when I was in Puerto Rico, but it was when they took the x-ray, they made a comment that it was really, really low in my lung. And it was like, I caught it really early. I'm catching these things a little too early, except for my teeth, apparently. I don't know. Anyway, so I was sick and I got on medicine while I was on the ship and I was in Puerto Rico and they gave me medicine. I come back and I'm better. I feel better. And I come back and I'm not feeling better anymore. But it's not that I'm sick. It's just I cannot catch a breath. So I'm breathing like I am right now. But I'm yawning a lot because I feel like I just cannot catch a breath. And I can't like get that satisfying breath, if that makes sense. So for about 4 months, this is happening, and I'm in and out of the emergency rooms. Hence why I'm not a huge emergency room fan. It's just like, we hooked you up to the pulse ox. You're 90 to 93, and sometimes even 95 to 97. Like, you're good. I have asthma. I have other breathing issues. So, yeah. So there's that. Everything looks fine. Your blood's fine. My blood's always fine. Okay. Go home. Here you go. I go to my PCP. I go back. I go forth. Now, this is before I'm up at the U. I'm before I have cirrhosis. Okay. This is years before this. And I go see a doctor at a different hospital, and he says, your lung is scarred, your left lung, and that must have been from the pneumonia. Okay. But it looks like you don't have any pneumonia now, and your pulse ox looks good. So I don't really know what's wrong, but we'll give you a nebulizer. So go home and use the nebulizer. So I have the machine, the nebulizer, the breathing machine, and it's working, but not enough. So they're like, well, let's give you steroids. So they're pumping me full of steroids, and I'm ballooning. I'm like, whoa, and I can breathe. But as soon as I come off the steroids, it's like my body was addicted to them. And now it's even harder to breathe than it was before. So what do? Have more steroids. Oh my gosh, this happened for months, you guys. In and out of emergency rooms, in and out doctor's office, steroids. It was a lot. And then finally I got into a lung specialist at another hospital, and he did an artery stick. And he came right back in the room and he goes, you need to be in the hospital. Okay, so you finally found something. He's like, yeah, the artery stick shows that you've got some, we don't know what it is. I'm telling you guys, we need a new freaking book, okay? We don't know what it is, but we're going to start IVs. And we're just going to start you on antibiotics. And it was a lot of different antibiotics. I was in there for 6-7 days. And it was just straight antibiotics and 2 different antibiotics. I can't remember the antibiotics, you guys. It was a really long time ago. And a lot's happened since then. And I remember my husband came down with my daughter, and this hospital had like a little waterfall. And I was able to go out there and have a little picnic with him. It was really nice, but it was hard to be away from my daughter because she was really young at this time. She was, like I said, 2, 3. And, yeah. All of a sudden, I was better and I was released. I was on oxygen for 2 years after that. 2 years. Now, all of this while I'm not smoking. Could you imagine if I was at the time? Wow. Still never got a diagnosis. No idea what happened. I do have a scarred left lung. They say it's from the pneumonia. I don't know. I've had pneumonia since then, but I do get pneumonia shots because that could be, bad. Also, this stuff was happening. The second time I saw the ID, that's when the whole COVID was getting big. Okay. Side note, my daughter got COVID before it got big. One of the girls that were in the school play was actually overseas at the time. And her whole family got it. And she came back. She went to go do the play. The whole play got it. Not knowing it was COVID at the time. My girl was sick. Sick. You know me. I write everything down. 16 days of a fever of 101 to 102. Almost impossible to break. The girl wouldn't even get up. Then after that, she got a sinus infection. It was 3 months of her just being sick. But it was literally 16, 17 days of a high fever. I was like, and then after COVID came, I was like, that's what you had. You had COVID. And then it was COVID. And it's funny because her pediatrician treated half of the people in the school play. And we all agreed in the end it was COVID, but crazy, right? Anyway, this was all during COVID, my second operation. That's why, 1, I didn't know if it was going to happen. And 2, you already heard what the oral surgeon said. She didn't want to go back in there. She was worried about it spreading, but we'll get into that in episode 9. Episode 9. I can't believe we're already on episode 9. I'm hoping to have some more listeners. I'm hoping you guys can relate. Now, I know it's not just me that's going through health issues. I'm sure other people in this world are having health issues, way like serious health issues. And, they battle this daily. And, my hat's off to you, and my respect and my love and my support is there for you, because I feel you. And I'm here for you. Like, you want to share your story? Come share it with me. If you have a loved one who has, battled something, come share the story. There's people out there that are going to relate. And I hope these people are you. And I hope you can relate. Do I have some really wild stories that are funny? And it's like, how did that even happen? Yeah, I totally do. And that's, what I want to also put out here too, because I know a lot of you guys have that too. I do a lot of road trips. I'm sure a lot of people do. And every summer on a road trip, something happens, meaning cars are on the side of the road and on fire, like they've overheated and they caught fire. And it's like the theme of the summer. We've seen like 6 cars one year that were all caught on fire everywhere from Nevada, California to Utah. Because we have family in California. I'm going to have to tell you guys that. That was crazy, okay? These are all like episodes to come and little cliff notes of them. So, y'all ever got a DNA test? I did. And I did with my daughter too. I was always curious, especially with all my health issues, right? And I wanted my husband to do one, but he was like, I'm not doing that. I don't need that out there. Men and people, just people. Some people are not for DNA, and that's fine. Totally for you. So I respected it. And then like a few months later, it was Christmas, and I thought Santa could bring a DNA test. Because talking about it's one thing, but actually having it there is another. Plus his brother's done it, and he kept saying that his mom always said that he was Italian and that he had some Native American in him. And his mom always told him that. And I'm like, you can see now. And he is dark skin, dark hair, dark eyes. Once in Hawaii, someone told him to go back to his country. Yeah, it was crazy. They stole our dryer sheets off of the hotel. We were sitting right there too. They stole our dryer sheets. They moved our laundry out, and they stole our laundry detergent. And then when we came back and, told them like that was ours, and he moved our stuff, what the heck? He told us to go back to him to go back to his country. I was like, okay. People don't know what nationality he is. Some people think he's Mexican. Some people think he's Italian. Yeah. So I was like, you should do it, and then you can find out. So Santa delivered it, and his brother did it. And no, they're not Native American, and they have no Italian. No, they're Polish and European like everybody else, like me, European, Irish. I have that in me. So anyway, he did that. And funny story, you guys. It came back that he had a half sibling. Dun, dun, dun. Like soap opera shit, right? I mean, you can't write this shit. I mean, you could, but it wouldn't be as good. Anywho, screw the other episode. Let's just finish the story, shall we? Let's get messy. Okay, you guys. So, my sister is really good at finding things out on the internet. So I find out that he has a half sibling. Now remember, his parents have been married this whole time. Okay? His parents have been married since before they were born, up until the day his mom passed away. God rest her soul. So where did this one come from? And whose is it? So it says on the DNA test, or on the DNA thing, it says that this is from a parent. It doesn't tell you if it's a man or a woman parent. It just says that we can tell you that this DNA is from one of, your husband's parents. So it's like, ooh, which one was it? Who was it? Now, mind you, This child would be older than my husband. So this is back in the 70s that this happened. Before they were married, but they were still together, but they were on and off. Okay. His mom, again, not my story to tell, so I'm not actually going to say that, but I can tell you this because he said I can say this, and I'm going to. His mom and his dad, they were on and off before they were married. So they were on the off at this time, but nobody knew. And it was just a weekend fling. But was it the mom or the dad? And I don't know. I don't know. So my sister, I've told, my husband, of course. My husband's like the first one I tell. And then my husband tells his brother, and his brother's like, "Oh, who is it? Who is it? Is it mom or dad? And who's the sibling?" Well, the sibling gave their blood because the sibling wanted to know who their dad was. So the sibling was on the DNA. So we have the name of the sibling. We know who the person is. So my sister gets the name of the sibling and goes to town to try to figure out if it's the mom or the dad, because we don't want to go to the parents quite yet. We don't want to break up the marriage. I mean, could this break up the marriage? I don't know. So let's see what we can figure out first. So my sister, she's like, her sleuth is so good, you guys. Some of those people are so good out there. It's scary. She finds her in like half of a second, everyone who she's related to. So we've like narrowed down the time, the place, So we kind of have an idea of who the parent was. And we confront the parent and we ask the parent, "Is this you?" And the parent goes, "No, there's no way that's me. That's got to be the son. Like that's your brother." And we're like, "No, because the DNA says it has to be one of the parents, not one of the siblings. It is one of your guys' kids." And he's like, "No, that can't be right. It's got to be your brother's." This parent did this for a little bit until we actually were able to find out, talk to the sibling, we got the information. It was the dad who had a weekend away. Now, the dad was also in the military. He only did it once. You guys, he's a really good guy. They were on and off. They weren't even married yet. That's what happened. And it happened in the 70s. Free love, peace, happiness. Anyway, he never even knew. Did not know. Never knew. No one reached out. I don't think she knew that it was that person. So, yeah, that's how that happened. But it all worked out because she is so incredibly freaking amazing. And she is like, we call them like all this, like, they're so smart. They're geniuses. Okay. They have pieces of paper that says they're genius. My husband took a test to graduate, the GED, and he didn't take any classes for it, none of that stuff. It was years after, because he only needed a few credits to graduate. He's one of those people that got bored in class because he already knew it. He would test high on the test, but he'd never go to the class. He's one of those annoying ones. Yeah. The ones that I'd be like, "Could you do my homework?" Anyway, he took the test and they stamped that. I'm no joke. I'll see if I still have it. I think I put it in his storage box that his parents gave me. But it says that you scored so high that, you scored within the genius level. I was like, and my daughter, she's a genius. She scores in the genius level. Not me, you guys. I have ADD. I was in resource, couldn't pass the test. It takes me, I'm not stupid. I am, but I'm not. Everyone kind of is a little. But, it just sometimes takes me a little bit of time to understand what you're saying. Like, huh? That's all. And it's usually with math. I'm so good in English, but math, I don't know. And then why do you use the alphabet? Like, really? We use that in our daily lives? No, we don't. For school, we really need to do more. Like, we need to teach these kids about managing money, investing money, I don't know, mortgages. interest rates, percentages. That would have been good. Side note, I had a friend who unfortunately, their marriage came to an end, and she called me one day and she said, my lights are out. Why are my lights out? And I was like, well, did you pay your light bill? And she's like, yeah, no, I paid it. And I was like, well, maybe it was late and it took a minute. And she's like, but my water's out too. I was like, did you pay your water bill? And she's like, you have to pay for water? Yeah, you got to pay for water. You do. Like, mind boggling. You just get so used to like someone taking care of you or someone doing it for you, or, these kids too these days, they don't know. I mean, are you sitting down and being like, my mortgage is this much, this is how much I make, and this is my rate? And if I go back and refinance, this is what refinance means. I mean, are you teaching your kids that? I mean, they kind of learn it on their own. And then at that point, they don't really understand it. There's still things I don't get. I'm like, wait, what? How does that work with that? And yeah, I don't know. I think our schools could do better. I don't know if we really need math with A's and B's and C's, but whatever. What do I know? I'm the kid with ADD. I don't know nothing. I know nothing about nothing. I know nothing. I hope I'm making you guys laugh, because I'm making myself laugh. It's all quiet and I'm the only one laughing. I'm like, ha ha. I'm in the insane asylum. Moo ha ha. I got to tell you, I am enjoying this, though. This is fun. It really is. I have watched a few of them back, but I don't watch them all the way because, I know the story. And some of them give me cringe. And I'm like, oh, I can't believe my hair looks like that. Or I can't believe I sound like that. But you know what? All in all, you guys, I'm facing my fear. I'm doing my bucket list. And I'm really hoping that I am inspiring some people to do their bucket list. I can tell you, with this bone infection, it's been rough. The book says I have 5 years. Well, I'm about there. So, and it hasn't been easy, and you don't know. It's like your liver. It's finicky and you don't know. And she's right. I could just get struck by lightning. I could get ran over by a snowplow. Like, I don't know. But I do know life is fragile. I do know life is short. And I do know life is precious. And I do know that I want to live it. I don't want to exist, because I do know what that's like. And I do know it's hard to live when you're chronically ill and you're, chronically in pain. And I know it's hard to do things. Like these podcasts, they're hard for me. The talking's hard on my mouth, and I do get really swollen, and it does hurt. But I think it's fun and it's worth it, and I'm going to do it. So there you go. All right, you guys, I've taken up enough of your time, but I hope I made you laugh. And I hope every time you guys come back, you're just like, I can't wait to see what spews out of her mouth. I've got tons of stories. I can touch base more on the DNA story, because that one's fun and they don't mind. My husband's just like, oh, good Lord. But honestly, it all worked out really well. It did. Everyone was very accepting. She's a beautiful soul. She is just like everyone in the family. And it's like their lives are complete. So it couldn't have gone any better. Yeah, I'm sure there's tons out there that don't go very well. If you've had one, let me know. Let's get on here. Tell your story. People can relate. Hope you can relate to this. I thought it was amazing. So it all worked out really well. Anyway, I hope you guys really enjoyed this half-assed episode of mine of just spew and spew. That's what I should call it, spew and spew. And what is my Utah thing? Well, I've already said it. We can't gamble here, so we rip. That's what we do. We rip. All right, because that's all we got. And it's fun, and it is addicting. It is. And it's expensive. So, yeah. All right, my people. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day or evening, whatever time it is you're watching this. And I hope nothing but wonderful things come your way. And remember, you guys control your emotions and yourself and how you act and what you do, what you say. That's all you got. That's what you control. So control it. Be happy. Remember, you're a badass. And remember, Heather P. told you, you are a badass. Don't forget that. You are a beautiful soul. You took 30 minutes of your day to listen to me spew. It doesn't like get more beautiful soul than that. Okay? It doesn't. So remember that. Go tell yourself right now. It's okay. I'll wait. I'll wait. La, 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 la. You're beautiful. All right, you guys. Keep it messy. Remember, perfection is freaking boring. So boring. Stay messy. I'm Heather P. This is My Messy Life. And until next time, bye.